Good evening, friends. How are you all? Today we meet to explain you the goodness of Navgras. They are also called the Navratnas. So let us be online for a few minutes so that our other friends also will start joining. So like I had posted that I will go live today at 4 o'clock. So that way I'll be posting on each day what is going to be the talk about topic and what will be our topic of discussion. So if you all have any queries, you all can put the comments when the video is going on and we shall answer them once the video is over. Or you could also send us messages on the messenger or in the comments below. We will be more than glad to come back to you. So as you all know, we are the 4th generation jewelers here, and we are jewelers, but we are also the bulk providers of all the gemstones. So gemstones are not only used for astrological purposes, but they are also highly preferred in the jewelry, because as you know, all the Navgras or the Navratnas have qualities in them. So each Navgra or Navratna is represented by a planet. So, and each planet has its qualities. They are beneficial health wise, qualities wise. They affect our positioning of our planets. So so whenever we wear them, they give you absorb. So why do I call that the Navratnas or the Navgras are the powerful magnets? Because they represent the 9 planets, and each planet has got various good qualities. So when we wear the gemstone that is represented by that particular planet, our body is going to absorb the qualities of the planet, and then we radiate, and then we attract, as our body, you know, is made up of 70-80% water. So that is the reason we all say that I'm sorry, the thing that you are seeking is seeking you as well. So it is nothing that you need to wear these gemstones only when an astrologer tells you. So that astrological aspect and the jewelry aspect are two different things. Anybody can wear the gemstones. It's just that when the astrologer tells you, so you have to wear it on a particular muhurta, especially then you have to chant the mantra and then get it done, the puja done. Then they tell you to wear it at a particular timing, a particular day, a particular with a particular metal, either it is gold or silver or panch dhatu. So that aspect is totally different. So today I'll be talking about both the aspects. So I see many of my friends are online now, so I shall happily start it. So Navratna and Navgra, I repeat, I also call them the powerful magnets, because our body is made up of 70-80% water, and it absorbs whatever is around us or on our body. It actually absorbs the good things. So the Navratna, from them, the 9 planets that are there. So the 9 Navratna are the 9 gems, 9 gemstones that stand for the 9 planets, and they have got various qualities depending on the planet to which they belong. So this is something very basic that I think is going to be very informative. So astrological use of them is that when that particular planet is weak in your horoscope, then the astrologer will suggest you that you wear that and it will affect you, and that is a different aspect altogether. But when you want to wear a jewelry, like when I will explain you in few words about the goodness of each ratna, you will be eager to wear the jewelry made from them, because each of these 9 gemstones are full of goodnesses. With their vibrant colors and clarity and all, the better the stone that you wear, the more the quality is going to come in you, you're going to absorb, and the more the benefits. So yes, and the Navgras or the Navratnas also help you to wade away the negative energies in your life or around you. So right now when we talk about energies, we all need good vibes. So nothing but these Navratnas and Navgrahas are going to be good for us. So to start with, I start with the ruby here. The ruby is also called the manik. Yeah, I'll just open it. Yeah. As you can see, this is a Burmese ruby, a very good quality ruby. It is also called the manik, and it is ruled by the sun. The Swami that you call, the Swami is the ruler of this particular gemstone, or the Navratna, or the Navgraha. They are all the same things, is the sun. So the quality accordingly of the ruby is that it is very good in health, wealth, prosperity, and it also gives clarity to the wearer. Yes. So these things, not everyone knows. So when an astrologer tells you that you wear ruby, it is either for health, wealth and prosperity, so we all need. So it is usually, when your health is, they feel that it's better, they see that your health is going to be affected. So then, but ruby is one thing that anybody can wear. So then the charging and the astrological aspect is totally different. So let me tell you the goodness of this again. It is very good for health, wealth, prosperity. It helps you give clarity in life. It helps you in decision making, and it helps you improvise on your goodnesses, like your wealth related decisions. And especially when your health you feel is deteriorating, then ruby is it. Now astrological goodness, I told you. How can we make use of this benefit in making a jewelry and wearing it? You can wear the ruby as a ring. You can wear it making ruby earrings. There is no harm in wearing it. Oval tops, you can wear it for regular wear. You can wear ruby bracelets, ruby rings, ruby earrings. So knowing the goodness of this Navratna, it is ideal to wear it in a jewelry. After that, after ruby, I will come to diamonds. So diamonds are also one of the Navratna, and the Swami or the ruler of this of diamond is Shukra. We call it Venus. So Venus rules the diamonds, and it is good for relationships, love and prosperity again. So Shukra is the Venus. Venus is responsible, and it has the qualities of improving relationships. You will be in a lovely mood all the time, and so it helps you maintain and improve your relationships, whether it is marital, whether it is with friends, family. So Shukra, Venus. So that quality again, as I told you, the quality of the ruler, that is the Venus, is going to help you improve your relationships. So once you wear this, you absorb that quality, and then you become a magnet and you attract that kind of things in your life. Once you experiment, you can experiment with a small stone, and then you will see the benefit. It is effective. After diamond, I will tell you about pearl. So pearls, as we all know, all the ladies love it. But yes, men also are told by the astrologers to wear pearl. So pearls are these are the real natural ones. So whatever gemstones here I am talking to you are all real, natural, available in the earth, Mother Earth. They are all explored and got out of that. They are the real ones. They are not the replicas, neither the imitation ones. I am talking about the real gemstones. So the real gemstones, whatever quality and have, the artificial ones are not going to have. Of course, astrologers, they do have a replica for the people who can't afford them. But the goodness is in the real ones and not in the artificial ones. So let's talk about the real ones. The pearls here, as you can see, the pearl is also one of the Navgraha or the Navratna. and the pearl, it bestows the power of Chandra. The ruler is Chandra, that is the moon, and it bestows the power of the moon to the wearer, and it brings calmness of the moon, and it gives you the calmness. So this is, I think many of us would be knowing that whenever you come across anybody wearing the Chandra, you say that हाँ उसका दिमाग बहुत गर्म होगा और उसका ठंडा करने के लिए बोला है. So you're right, the ruler is the moon, and we know how Sheetal and how calm the moon is. So the goodness of the moon is bestowed down on the pearl, and that bestows down to you. So the wearer also gets the benefit of the cool thing. And pearls, you know, we can wear it as jewelry, and pearl is one thing which is widely worn by all the ladies and the men. So pearl is nothing much that I'm very sure you all would be knowing about it. After the pearl, I come to the emerald. Emerald is also called Panna. We know it is called Panna. So the ruler is Budh. Here, Panna is available in, as you can see, it is available in ovals, in emerald cut, and it is described by our ancient saints and sages that the emerald provides the wearer. We can just take a more close up here, yeah. I will open the other shapes also to show you. It is described by our ancient sages. Yeah. So as you can see, they are available. So these are all real. So the more clear the emerald, the more expensive it is, and it is very good for the marital bliss. This. So as we know that the ruler is a Budh, it is very good for good health, its wisdom. So the planet, it stands on, it is very good for health and wisdom and prosperity and creative skills. So the wearer also is bestowed by the goodness of the emerald. Emerald is also often asked people to wear for career. So whenever there is some decision making involved or something of that sort, but there is no harm in wearing the emerald, and we know that it is very good. So further, even when the video is over, if you all want to further ask me some questions about the goodness of any of the Navratna or Navgraha, kindly comment below. I will be more than glad to help you with it. So we know that the goodness of Buddha, that is the emerald, and emerald is also widely worn by women and men as rings, and rings, earrings, in jewelry. There are emerald sets available. So because of the goodness of the emerald that I just explained. So emerald again, when combined with diamonds, does the magic, because what I explained, diamond also has the quality similar, that is the Shukra and the Budh. They have got one thing in common, and we can combine the two and hence wear it. So emerald and diamond ring are preferable for a female to wear. They both are actually good for relationships. So one thing in common in both of these planets is the relationship and the love. So emerald and diamond ring is highly preferred to be worn. Then after this I shall come on the coral. Coral is also called the Munga, as we all know, and Munga is very good to wade away the negative energies around. It is an ideal thing to be worn. It helps you overcome obstacles, mental and physical health. It helps you maintain your mental and physical health, and it protects against black magic. It also gives you relief from any kind of stress that you have. So here this is coral. It is also called as Munga, and these are the goodnesses. They are also available in ovals, and they are also available in rectangle shape. And another thing, particularly if an astrologer is telling you to wear it, they tell you in a triangle shape. So it is said that the triangle shape it actually acts like an arrow kind of a thing, and it helps you drive away the negative energies from your life. So, and after this it's the turn of the yellow sapphire. Yellow sapphire is also called Pukhraj and Guru. So Guru, like layman language, we call it Guru, and it is also called the yellow sapphire. It is available in ovals, rectangle, cushion shape. There are many shapes available, and it is one of the royal stones. And the goodness of yellow sapphire is so much that it has got unlimited benefits and good qualities. So the yellow sapphire ring and necklaces, jewelry, it's widely sold. You can get yourself a yellow sapphire set made. There is no harm in wearing it. So when I tell you Pukhraj, it comes means the Pandit will tell you, the astrologer will tell you to wear it in gold on Guruvar, with the chanting the mantras by a Brahmin, and then you wear it. That is a totally different thing. That is an astrological aspect. And then the ornamental or the jewelry aspect is that I will tell you the goodness of the Pukhraj, and you can wear it as a set to become a magnet and to attract that kind of similar energy. So here I will show you the Pukhraj, which is available in oval, and you can show it. Yeah, so it provides, again, it provides marital bliss. Yeah, this is, yes, marital happiness, and I told you it is called the Guru, right? And it is highly recommended to be worn by advocates, lawyers, teachers, scholars, writers, because it benefits them immensely. It strengthens their ability to handle ambiguous matters, decision making. This really helps yellow sapphire. So it is ideal to be worn. They are available in before any stone was measured in rati, and now we measure it in carat. So they are available in carats, oval. So if it is for astrological use, then you can go specifically by whatever caratage and your suggestions given by your astrologer. Otherwise, if you want it for jewelry, you can just wear any shape and any size. And you know what, when you have to define goals, this helps you a lot. It also has the healing powers. It's very good for kidneys, cough, fever. So there are people who are regularly complaining of all that. What you can do is just make a jewelry out of this and wear it. You are not, I'm not saying you need not go to an astrologer. I'm not trying to say that at all. I'm giving you the reason that you don't need any reason to actually wear a jewelry made from these precious gemstones. So that is the goodness of yellow sapphire. And these small tiny yellow sapphires, but they are all natural and real. So you get Hong Kong yellow sapphire. You also get it from Jaipur, the local ones. But the Bangkok and yellow sapphires they are nice. So that astrological aspect we shall cover later on. What I am planning is today I will be talking about all the 9 gemstones together briskly. But I wish to cover each gemstone on each day to go deeper in the subject, and we can discuss various qualities, so that even you all can write in the comments below and you all can come up with different things that you know, and we can have a discussion. It can be with me or it can be against me. So I can also learn something from you. It's not that I am knowledgeable 100%. There is always a room to learn more. So maybe you all can tell me certain things that you all know, and then we could share each other's knowledge and share the goodnesses of these natural gemstones. After the yellow sapphire, I would come to the blue sapphire, which is also called Shani. So the thing is, there is people usually they fear the Shani because Shani hai bhai, ye to nadega. ऐसा नहीं होता. Blue sapphire is a beautiful sapphire. It is a sapphire. It is a naturally occurring sapphire. A blue sapphire earring looks wonderful, and that too when blue sapphire is combined with diamonds, it makes a beautiful cocktail ring. Come over, we shall design one for you. So there is nothing that you have to go on the astrological aspect only. There is nothing of that sort. The blue sapphire, as you can see here, this is an oval one. It is also called, in Hindi it is called the Neelam, and blue sapphire, the there are people who are very spiritually inclined. This stone is ideal for them. It gives them clarity and helps them through the path, and it helps them in acquiring fame and fortune. Just 1 minute, I'm stuck with this. Here I'm opening this so that you all can see that what all sizes and shapes are available. So you can see the sizes from small to big. Even bigger stones than this are available. Like recently we sold a 50 carat piece. So there is no particular limit to the availability of these naturally gemstones. This immensely benefits the people who are spiritually inclined, as I said, and the Saturn is the ruler of this stone, and it helps you attain fame, fortune, and yes, a lot of money. So this does have the Saturn qualities, and hence it helps the wearer in that direction. After this I will come to Hezonite. They are also called Rahu. Again, we all get scared of Rahu, isn't it? But Hezonites have a beautiful color, you can see. They are called Gomed in Hindi, and they are Hezonites. So the ruler of this gemstone is the upper lunar nodule. So there are upper and lower, two lunar nodules. Yeah. As you can see, they also are available in different sizes and shapes: ovals, rounds, emerald cut, and again different caratage. So the Hezonites or the Gomed, the ruler is the north lunar nodes. The stone, it protects the wearer. It protects the wearer. यही दिखा दीजिए. It protects the wearer from all kind of depression, mental problems. It brings stability in your life. It helps. It is good for your body. It helps you cure paralysis, some kind of mania, means some kind of mental problems if you have. It helps you boost your concentration. And yes, it does help you wade the negative energies. So negative vibes and negative energies that are there in your having a lot of impact in your life, it does help you wait that away, and it signifies intellect and wisdom. So ऐसा नहीं है that you will be only wearing this stone if you want to only wade away the negative energies, but you can wear this for wisdom and intellect. Well, that quality is there, and it is not that if you are wearing a earring of made from gomed or hezonite means you need to worry that, oh, I don't have any negativity in my life, so I can't wear this. No, it's not that. So it is like, you know, the perspective in life. When we look at life, we look at the good things, we don't look at the bad things, right? So we don't think about what bad things is this gemstone for. We don't think of that. We think about what all goodnesses this gemstone has, which is given to this gemstone by its ruler, and we can make jewelry from this and wear it as well. That is just another aspect. Not that I am forcing you all to make jewelry out of all the Navaratnas, not that. I'm just giving you, and I'm trying to remove this block from people's mind that you cannot wear all the gemstones until you are told by an astrologer. So it is not that, and it's tried and tested, so do not worry. So we have covered up the 8th planet, and we come to the 9th planet, which is the cat's eye. Cat's eye, the best cat's eye is called the chrysoberyl cat's eye. It is beautiful, it has the light effect, and you should see how beautiful it is. I will show you. The cat's eye is also called the lasunia. In Hindi, people know it as lasunia. And let me show you the 1 minute. Again, this is available in rounds and ovals, and usually ovals are preferred, and it is widely used in jewelry. We have a high-end necklace made from cat's eye, which is appreciated and bought by people. We've got jewelry made from cat's eye again. So the goodness of lasunia is that it is also called the ketu. So the goodness of that is that it is again, it signifies wisdom and intellect, and you know, it helps you in curing various diseases. It helps you in, like, you know, it is ideal for money. And I shall just get a light to show you the effect that this cat's eye has. आप इधर ही करो, मैं लाइट लेके आती हूँ. नहीं होगा कोई बात. फोन में से हाँ टॉर्च मार दो आप. Yes, see, as you can see, can you see it? The reason that it is called the cat's eye is this effect. It's a beautiful green color with a white line running through the stone, and this effect. So this also, again, it helps you wade negative energies और अच्छी qualities ये हैं. It's ideal for money, wealth, stability in your life. It helps you, it has medicinal properties as well. So it helps you boost various things. So this is where we come to an end of our 9 planets. So this is the 9th planet, that is called the cat's eye or the lasunia. So as you all saw, let me refresh once the 9 navagrahas. So moon, ruby, then diamonds, yellow sapphire, panna or the emerald, coral, the pearls, blue sapphire or shani, gomed or hezonite, cat's eye or lasunia, ketu. And yeah, I forgot to tell you, the Swami or the ruler of this Ketu or the Lasunya or the cat's eye is the lower lunar nodes. So this is the north lunar node, and this is the south lunar node. That is why they are always paired together, the Rahu Ketu. So if they say कि भाई Rahu Ketu ठीक है तो सब ठीक है. So that is the north lunar nodes and the south lunar nodes, and that is why it is said so. Now once we've covered the 9 planets, see, the reason being, if you all remember, our forefathers and all used to wear rings with Navratna. They never asked anyone. Like I remember my Dadaji, all his life he wore a Navratna. They believed in Navratna because each gemstone has its quality which enters your body and it helps you in various ways. So this one reason, and I would like to draw your attention that we should start wearing gemstone jewelry because of this goodness. And we have been given this actually by our forefathers, but we've never noticed this. We've got into this astrological game actually, and we go and we keep searching for where the problem is, and we have only made to believe that thoda piche jaiye, and we have made to believe that if you are wearing a gemstone it only has to be astrological. मतलब कि अगर किसी ने कुछ gemstone पहना है मतलब उसको लाइफ में कुछ प्रॉब्लम है, ऐसा नहीं है. It doesn't work like that anymore. It used to, but anymore it doesn't work. We all can wear gemstone by actually absorbing the goodnesses of these 9 planets into our body, and further knowledge about each gemstone we will be giving you by taking one gemstone at a time. One gemstone on a day we'll be discussing, and I will show you further deep into the subject of the goodnesses of this gemstone and how it can be differently designed into a jewelry and can be worn. Here there are some designs that we can make by wearing for men and women. Both can wear the Navratnas. I hope today's session was very informative and you really liked. Please comment on the comment box below so that it will motivate us to give you more information. It is just an exchange of ideas. So the next session I will try and keep it as a more interactive one so that even you all can tell me and we tell each other, and it's like more of a discussion. Kindly like and subscribe our YouTube channels, as this series of informations and series of goodnesses are being uploaded there. Like and follow us and subscribe to our channel. Thank you so much. Have a great day.